Good morning, all of you. Now, let us we have start the unit first. The second bit is the integumentary systems of the vertebrates. So, first of all, that what is meant by the integument or what is meant by the integumentary system. So, first of all, that the integuments it is nothing but the body covering of the animal, or integument it is nothing but called as the skin of the animals or all the vertebrates. So we all start the general structure of the integument. Now general structure of integument, see in this figure, this is the nothing but the cross sections of the skin of vertebrate, and this the skin of vertebrate it has consist of the two main layers. That is the two main layers, it is one of the epidermis and second one is the dermis. So these are the epidermis. It is made up of the stratified epithelial cells, and these cells it has consist the two different layers. That layer it is called as the stratum malpighiae and stratum germinativum. These are the two layers it is composed of the epidermis. And epidermis it is nothing but the outer layer of the skin, and these are useful for the different functions into the animals. The second one, the layer is the dermis, and it is made up of the dense irregular connective tissue that houses blood vessels, hair follicles, sweat gland, and the other structure of skin is composed into the dermis layer. So this the skin is composed of mainly the two layers, that is the epidermis and the dermis. But the dermis layer it has presents the different organs they have embedded into the skins, that is the blood vessels. Some of the hair is originated from that layer, some of the different glands, that is the mucus glands or the sweat glands, and other structure of the integument it is composed of the dermis. So the skin is consist of two main layers and it is closely associated layers. So this is nothing but the general structure of the integument. Now, what is the function of integument? So different type of the functions they have presence into the animals through the skin or through the integument. First of all, that the protection. This protection from the different, that is the wind, waves, then water, temperature, this such type of the uh, environmental hazards. From that, they have to protect itself of the animal through the skin. Next one is the temperature controls. You know that the animals they are living into the water medium, the animals they are living into the land medium, and the animals they are living into the terrestrial medium. So all these the mediums they have changes in the environment, changes in the water temperature, changes in the environment on the land. So these the skin is also helpful for the control of the temperature or the body temperature of that the animals. That's why the skin is very important for the control of the temperature. Third one is the food storage or the food storage. The number of animals they have storage the food through the skins in the different vertebrates. Fourth one is the secretion. You know that the dermis layer it has presents the sweat glands or the mucus glands. They have secrete the saliva, and this the secretion is through the done by the integuments or by the skin. Then the excretion. Excretion it is one of the phenomena with the help of that the kidney, but the number of animals they have secrete the secretion, they have excrete the excretion through the skin, and the skin is important for the excretion. So those animals they have living into the terrestrial mode of life, the excretion it is through the skin. Then the sensation. Sensation it is nothing but the touch of the animals, and through the skin is very sensible in the animals. That's why the sensation is through the done by the animals with the skin or the integument. Respiration. Respiration is one of the phenomena. It is present into the vertebrate animals, but the respiration of that animals it is done by the lungs or the gills. But some of the animals from the vertebrates, the skin is also useful for the respiration. Next one is the locomotion. Locomotion it is one of the phenomena. The animal is going from one place to the another place. So skin is originated from the legs, scutes, horns, then noofs, nails, etc. etc. But the skin is also useful for the locomotion of the animals. Second one is the dermal endoskeleton. So internal body protection through the skins, so that the skin is developed the different types of the organs on the body of the animals, and it is protect the internal body of the animals. This is nothing but called as the dermal endoskeleton. Now the sexual selection. The skin is also important for the selection of the sexual selection of the animal beings. That is the white skin or the black skin. This is the types of the skins which depends upon that the sexual selection of the animals it is through the skin. This phenomena is present into the mammals group or the human beings. So these are nothing but the functions of the integument, that is the protection, temperature control, food storage, secretion, excretion, sensation, respiration, locomotion, dermal endoskeleton, and the sexual selection. Now the skin, it is nothing but called as the epidermal layer, and this epidermal layer it forms the scales, scutes, and the horns. This is the formation of the skin. These are the characters it is present into the vertebrates. So horns are modified in only the mammals. Means the true horns of the halotype and found into the cattle, antelope, sheep, goats, lions, and it is consist of an inner core of the bone which is an outgrowth from the frontal bone. Now look at this picture. This is nothing but the horns, or this is nothing but the antelope. They are present into the different group of the animals of the vertebrates. Second one is the digital structure. So some of the digital structure it is present into the animals, that is in the form of the claws, nails, and the hooves, and it is formed by the horny layer of the epidermis. That is the first layer. It is responsible for the origins of the digital structure. So this is nothing but the figure. In this figure we have seen the digital structure in the different animals. From that, in the human beings, that is the nails, and nails it is nothing but one of the digital structure it is present into the vertebrates. Then in the cattles or the different animals, that is wild animals, domestic animals, they have presents the nails or the hooves into the animals, and this is nothing but called as the digital structure, and it is originated from the epidermis layer. Another characteristics is of the animals or the skin is originated from the sum of the feathers and the hairs. You know that look at these two pictures, two different pictures, that is in the birds they have presents the feathers, and these feathers it is originated from the epidermal layer of the skins. And another one is the hairs, and these hairs it is present into the group of mammals. The skin is originated from the hairs. This is nothing but the feathers and the hairs they have embedded into the epidermis layer. So dermal derivatives. The dermal derivatives, the scales, you know that the different animals they have covering of the body, and this body or the skin it is covered with some of the scales. You know that this dermis it is nothing but the mesodermal in origin, and it is found only in the fishes, but they have found in some reptiles and the few mammals they are living into the water media. So different type of the scales it is present into the fishes, like as this one is the placoid scale, ganoid scale, cycloid scale, and the ctenoid scale. The such type of the scales is present on the body of that the fish, and it is nothing but called as the dermal derivatives of the skin. So thank you. Welcome your suggestions and the questions. So this is nothing but about the integumentary system